Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to bring y'all a little mini vlog since I'm just sitting here chilling, chillaxing. I got a few questions from some people about inseminating at home and different stuff like that. So definitely wanted to answer those and just let you guys know, if you are in this struggle, in this fight, trying to conceive, don't give up. Everybody's struggle is different. Some people get pregnant on the first try. Some people, it takes a year and a half. Some people, it takes 3 years. Some people, it takes 6 months. You just never know. But don't compare your story to other people's story, because, like I said, everybody's struggle is different. As you guys know, we've been trying for about 7 months now. One of the questions that I've been asked is, how did we go about choosing to inseminate at home? And honestly, at first it was a big struggle. We talked about it a lot because there are a few options out there, and inseminating at home is probably the most skeptical, I guess you could say, because there is no doctor involved. There's nobody who's like certified to do this when you're doing it at home. But for me and Sarah, it was the most natural way, the best possible way for me to be as involved as I can. And even Sarah was more skeptical at first than I was. I was very research minded, so I wanted to look everything up. I was researching night and day, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all that it was the only thing on my mind, it was the only thing on my mind. So I would go to work and immediately get my work done on a 12-hour night shift, and that way I could spend the rest of the time doing all the research that I wanted to. It would keep me up in the wee hours of the night, and I know some of you understand. Some of you guys understand because you're going through the same struggle. But that's what we did, and we decided to inseminate at home first, and then if we get to a point where that's not working or we can't afford it, we're gonna go ahead and try IUI. But we're really excited to try, especially after the surgery that Sarah just had. Like I said before, we found out that her tubes were blocked, and it wasn't like something was in her tubes. It was just like they were just closed, is the better way to describe that. They weren't blocked, they were closed. So the doctor went on ahead and flushed them out, and so I think that is really making me super anxious to try again, because I know the possibility is so much greater now of her getting pregnant. And I wouldn't be surprised if it happened immediately afterwards. But that's a process, that's not something that we could have known just starting out. You don't go into pregnant or go into trying to conceive and say, well, let me go have surgery to make sure nothing is wrong. You try first, and then you realize that nothing's happening, so you think that something could be wrong, and then you go from there. So I'm super excited, and I know Sarah's super excited. So we'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. And then the other question I get the most is, why did we decide for me not to carry? And the best answer for that is, I'm just not ready. I don't have, my baby fever doesn't present in that kind of way. Like, I'm not super stoked to carry a baby. I'm super stoked to have a baby. I'm ready for my wife to be knocked up so that I can go through that whole process with her and have more of the, like, dad experience, I guess you could call it. I want to be there. I want to take photos. I want to cast her belly, which she probably won't let me do it, but I'm gonna try anyway. So that's what I'm excited for. I want to know what kind of weird cravings she's gonna have, or if her feet are gonna spread, or to watch her belly grow over time, and all these milestones that we're gonna hit during the pregnancy. I'm just really excited to be a part of that, and for her to bring our child into the world. Like, I feel like a dad in that aspect. Like, I don't want to be a dude or anything, but I feel very daddish in that aspect. Like, give me my baby and we're gonna be all right. Very, very Papoose-ish, if you know who Papoose is. If not, check him out. But that's that's where I'm at. And she's really excited to carry, and that's how her baby fever presents. So there may come a day where I want to carry. There may not come a day where I want to carry, but that's a bridge we'll cross when we get there. Um, but yeah, just that's pretty much it. You know, like I said, if you're struggling, it's okay. Other people are struggling too. I really considered not starting this channel until after we received a positive pregnancy test. But then I was like, why wait? You know, there are other people who are going through the same problems, and sometimes it feels good to know that there are other people going through that struggle too. And I think I've seen 2 or 3 other vloggers who have had success on the first try. And that's really cool. I enjoy watching them. I still follow them, and I'm subscribed to them to this day. But it also helps to have somebody who is going through that struggle in a same-sex relationship, like I said, so that you can relate and you know that you're not alone. But please don't give up. If the way you're going isn't working for you and you want to try something else, that's fine. If you want to take a break, that's fine, because it can be emotionally taxing. Because let me tell y'all, that first month that we tried, I was all right. You know, I was like, you know, it doesn't happen the first time for everybody. It's all right. We're going to try again. You know, let's just chillax. Take it for what it is. And we'll try again next month, and hopefully we get pregnant. But by month like 3 or 4, when I felt like that was it, because we inseminated as soon as she got the positive ovulation test, and we inseminated like 2 or 3 times, both for months 3 and 4. And I was like, this is impossible. Like, this has got to be it. And it wasn't. And I think at that point, that kind of broke my spirits a little bit, because I was just so sure. Sarah's a little bit more skeptical than I am. I tend to err on the side of hope. But months 3 and 4, I think my heart was broken when it didn't happen. So now that we know what we know, and what we know has been fixed, my hopes are back up, my spirits are back up, and I'm ready to get back into the fight. It's been a rough road, you know, and it can get discouraging. But at the end of the day, you and your partner stay in prayer, stick together, and it'll be all right. So that's pretty much it for this vlog. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all could be doing something else with y'all time. I appreciate y'all listening. Ask me some questions if you want to. Any questions, concerns, I'll do a Q&A. I'm here for you. Remember that. See y'all next time.